that would be a terrible thing for them to do, not because of me.
Can the US and Iran avoid another conflict? President Donald Trump says Iran must not have a nuclear weapon, but also insists he prefers diplomacy over war. On Wednesday, Trump took to social truth to refute reports that the US and Israel are planning military strikes on Iran. He called these claims greatly exaggerated. In his post, Trump said, and I quote, "I want Iran to be a great and successful country, but one that cannot have a nuclear weapon." He added that he would much prefer a verified nuclear peace agreement and even proposed a big Middle East celebration once it's signed. Despite calling for diplomacy, Trump has reinstated his controversial maximum pressure policy on Iran. This means tough economic sanctions, including cutting Iran's oil exports to zero, to prevent Tehran from developing nuclear weapons. Iran's response: Foreign Minister of Iran dismissed the US policy as a failed experience. Speaking to Reuters, he said, and I quote, "If the main concern is that Iran should not pursue nuclear weapons, this is achievable." He pointed out that Iran is a member of the Non-Proliferation Treaty and that the country's supreme leader has already issued a fatwa, a religious ruling against weapons of mass destruction. Trump's hardline stance comes as Iran's nuclear program moves closer to weapons-grade levels. After the US withdrew from the 2015 nuclear deal, Iran ramped up its uranium enrichment. By December, the UN's nuclear watchdog reported that Iran had reached 60% purity, which is dangerously close to the 90% that is needed for a nuclear bomb. Meanwhile, Iran's foreign minister dismissed allegations that it was planning attacks on US officials. The officials called this accusation fabrications by warmongers. Instead, Tehran insists it is pursuing legal justice for Quds Force commander Qasem Soleimani, who was killed in a US airstrike in 2020. This came after Trump warned that Iran would face obliteration if it tried to harm him.
That would be a terrible thing for them to do, not because of me.
Now the question remains, will Trump's approach lead to a new deal or another showdown?